Hey guys, how we doing here? May sound a little loud. Just hopefully I didn't have the audio issues I had last time when I listened to the VOD. I think I got everything turned up, so everything should be okay. Um, Once again, guys, this is going to be a long stream for me. We're going to try and go through the PTCS in celebration of 400 followers, and it's been a long road to 400. Um, the time it was between 300 and 400 followers don't really, a lot of it had to do with me not streaming nearly as much as I do now. Either way, what we're going to do a lot of stuff. Late bronze was going to be on the table, but Gotti decided to take me out just before I got on here. So I do have a couple clicks ready to go, one bronze, one silver. And we're going to do some last second PTCS roster building for silver. Literally editing rosters and help. I'm still debating on who to send here. Because Zachary's not going to do it, not in Core. I think that's where it's at. This over here. Yeah, I'll move that there. I got to get this Balboni card up, probably a level or two, because he's going to play a major part, especially versus righties. I'm just debating on my starters. Not sure if I want to go with Mambo or get out of the Combinator Edition because I'm not going to go through that. I'm not sure if I want to go through Mambo or somebody else. The other four guys are for sure. I am just debating if I want to go with Miller, Brissy, Mambo, Frankie. I think those are the main people. Like Tewksbury and Zahn are also in this too. Tewksbury's an option. I kind of feel more comfortable than him than I do with Mambo. I think that's what we're gonna do. Like Mambo has more stuff, more control, and the homer suppression, but they're both about the same. And then there's Jeff Zahn, who I like a lot. I mean, I would lose 48 points of control. I don't know if that's going to work either. The other person on the table is Bob Miller, he's on the active roster. He's in the rotation. I mean, I would give the stuff and the control. You can get deeper into the games. I think I'm gonna still stick with Grinky here. I've been debating this for a while. I think Granky may have to be the play here. That would free up. I got 4 points to work with here. No, not Mambo. I need Granky. Foley is going to play both ways. I got John Coleman that can play both ways. Let's go not active. See if we can save some more spots in the bullpen here. Couple things, and I do have a couple of perfect drafts. I have bagels, and I have a daily meeting about more meetings available if needed. Why do I seem like I'm so loud all of a sudden? I don't know. If Steve has take out active. Foster has 40 control. Okay. Everything just seems so loud right now. Foster is a 40. There's this 12. Can you get through an in? Can you get through outs? That's all I'm asking for. Get guys that can get outs. That I don't already have. Um, try that. Set his position to reliever. Wells is too good at 42. Foley, more like a reliever now. Coleman can play both ways. That helps with a bat. I think I have maximized what I can do here. Miller, Granky, Force, Baldy. Got the all rights. Over's the right. Left. No. Pitching wise, welcome back. I think I got your game strategy set. No, I got to redo it. Okay, so fix you real quick. Runner is decent. Neutral, so my neutral thing that's worked. take care of that. That roster. This over here. Okay. Batters. Hoffman can play all three outfield positions, but he doesn't do anything else. Mac Jones doesn't play defense, but has a bat. Activate you for now. Benson has no eye. Russell Brandon option. I see a lot of people using him. Ironically, my follower goal is 420. All right, so activated those two, Brandon or Francisco. It's also very versatile. Better arm, doesn't turn to double play, better error, better range. More useful overall versus lefties. Francisco's better against righties. Presley's going to be the guy. And 1 point over. Hunt is staying. Not sure. The primary position. I gotta get rid of a point somewhere. All right, so we'll go with that. He's gonna walk a few people, but I kind of like him over Nux. Can also be taken very not safe for work. Your hook's gonna be very quick. Our extreme ground ball, and you have no hold runner. And we will hook you quick as possible. All right, so staff wise, you avoid high leverage as well. Should you two are going to be the main two guys there. Good with that. Frankie, Evaldi, Miller, Wang, Bob Force. Lineup wise, we're looking at so he's better on the right side. Branyan also better on the right side. Adam Dunn is the DH. Branyan will get some run against righties. I kind of want him in there too. Give those guys some rest. He can play in the outfield if needed, in case break of glass. Helps defensively. Huntz can play. I'll let him play versus lefties. Not every other game. Every third will work. Bergman will play every fifth, just so Garver gets rest. Brandon's not so good versus lefties. But can he play right field? Yes, he can play right field. So Brandon, you're going to back up Adam Dunn here. Give him some rest. Here's more power. Okay, so there. Now we can get Brandon in. Hunt has got some time. Foley's in case. Just a is better versus right. Okay. All right, so we're going with 12. In case I need anyone. Don't think I'm gonna need more than 5 starters there, so that should be good. We'll save that roster. We'll upload this roster. All right, so earlier today, I'm gonna go into only finished. A thing happened earlier today that I was not expecting. Early bronze. We're gonna go into early bronze here. Now, you guys have known me to be more of a silver player, predominantly silver. But I decided to win this tournament. It's the third bronze daily I was in. Ended up winning the whole thing, which is amazing considering. They were led. We were led by Adam Dunn hit 9 home runs and 22 RBIs in the tournament. Garver added 7 and 18. Presley added 5 and 20. I got him now to a level 4. It's probably going to be tough to get him to 5 before, but I'm trying to get Garver and Presley, DiMaggio ready to go before. Because now I got DiMaggio to a 4. I waited a while having him on a 3 because I wasn't going to be sure if I was going to use him as much as I am now. Either way, there we go. I feel better now. But either way, Very good. He's a very underrated player. Yes, he's gonna have the error issues, but he does have great range. He has a great arm. He could throw people out. Um, Great gap power. Very good against lefties. I like him against lefties more than I do against righties. Garver, he's just there to hit home runs and frame a couple pitches every now and then. Not listed, but also did very well was Don Pavlitic. Not so much in this tournament, but I he's got a very good profile versus left. I'm DHing him right now. I almost used him instead of Garver for PTCS because he can get on base, but decided against it and go with Garver because Garver has a better eye and it may fit him better. I've also debated using them both, but I went with Rob Deere instead. Because Rob Deere has 4 less points. That's part of the reason too. Pitching wise, the whole rotation was absolutely dominant. Evaldi didn't get any run support. He was 2-3, but his ERA was under 2. Bob Miller's 5-0 with a 1.86. Bannister's 5-1 with a 3.04. The bullpen was really good-ish. I mean, everyone got saves. That's all I can really ask for. Tournament trio wise, we started on the road and we beat the Austin Armadillos. We had most of the same. His build's a little different than mine. I don't know why he's playing Ted Lapicho, but that's just me. Uh, but yeah, that happened early. So we've got 16 minutes here. Let's see what we're doing in the double elimination for bronze. I eliminated Gotti after he eliminated me in late bronze. I'm gonna raise a banner for that one. No, I'm not really. So we're here in the quarterfinal. We beat Gotti 3-2. Max Manning beat the better Max Manning, the level 5 one. The base beat the level 5. Morgan got the save. Steve Steve Reed blew it for him. Oh, he's gonna love that. Not a whole lot in this one, but yeah, let's start hiding the scores. Let's cover some of these games here. Something I haven't done in a while. We're gonna start with this one, I believe. Let me look at the silver one. So race starts in 16 minutes before it fires up. I think it's another 30 before it actually gets going. But in silver right now, got a game coming up in a minute 21 seconds here. It's a game 5, round 1 against the Big Sticks of Big D. It'll be Granky against Mambo. I think we're gonna do this game just to see if we do move on to round 2. And this one's also tougher to fill. Either way, all right. So game 1 here, Big D against LP here. Game 5, round 1, Quicksilver 139. I haven't done as much silver this week. I'm not gonna lie. I've done more bronze. It's kind of re-energized my roster building. Did a couple of caps this week to prepare for PTCS. There's gonna be other guys I'm gonna need to give food before we do this, but it's time to play ball here. As we get into game 5 here between the Big D's Big Sticks and the Bonnie Lake LPs. Game 5 of round 1 for the Silver Quick. The warm-up before the Silver Soiree, which we will go over the Silver Soiree after this game. Make sure that we have a full roster. I know that I had to make a change. I had to make a change in that roster because I made a couple adjustments. There's guys I haven't used anymore. But it is taking a minute before this game comes down here. All right, here we go. Game 5 between the Bonnie Lakes and the Big D Big Sticks. We're going to show the highlights here. We're going to start in top of the first here. We got one out. Owen Wilson is at the plate. Bill Mamaquette on the mound for the Big Sticks. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball to right field. It's high, it's deep, and it's to the wall. Off the wall. Wilson heading to second, going for third. Will he leg out the triple? He is safe. So a triple for Wilson puts the LPs in business here in the top of the first. That will bring up Lance Berkman to face Mambo here. Here's the first pitch. We know what we do on first pitches. And that is a big base hit to left that will score a run. It's going to be 1-0 LPs. Berkman heading to second on the air from Davis. He nailed it and just missed it completely. If the Avengers in left field for Henry Davis has given the LPs a 1-0 lead. So we'll fast forward to the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 LP. Zach Greinke on the mound. Gene Tennant's at the plate with Bob Horner at first and Christian Guzman at second base. Here's the 3-1, and Tennant walks. So the bases are now loaded, one out. Now we'll bring Henry Davis to the plate for a chance to make up for the error in the first inning. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball to right field, and it is caught by Guzman. Tags up, and he will score, and it's all tied up at 1. That's all they would score in that inning, but we go to the bottom of the second. It's tied at 1. Big Sticks have 2 errors already to go with their 2 hits. Beltran on second base. Jeff DeVannen is now at the plate to face Zach Greinke. Here's the full count offering. Fly ball to right field. It's high, it's deep, and it's over the gasoline sign. Home run for the Big Sticks. It's now 3-1 Big Sticks in the bottom of the second. DeVannen's first home run of the postseason. 416-foot blast Oppo Taco. So we'll fast forward to the top of the 5th. It is 3-1 Big Sticks here. Sammy Harrison's at second base. Tiki Thon at the plate to face Mambo. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to third. Diving play to throw the first is, oops, dropped. The third error for the Big Sticks may be costly here as it now puts runners at first and second for Owen Wilson. Wilson tripled in the first and scored. Here's the offering. And he strikes out swinging, 1 away. That will bring Lance Berkman to the plate. Berkman struggling this postseason. Hopefully they get a hit here so they can cut into this 3-1 lead. Base hit will score Harrison for sure. Here's the pitch. That is a diving catch by Guzman. They'll double up. They'll get the double play, and they get out of the inning with nobody scoring. It's still 3-1. Going to the bottom of the 6th. Bases are loaded, 2 out. Bob Horner's at the plate. Bub Byerly has entered the game for the LPs. Here's the pitch from Byerly. That's a fly ball to center field, and that is over the center fielder's head. 2 runs will score. 3 runs will score. It's a bases clearing double for Horner. His 4th, 5th, and 6th RBIs, and it's now 6-1 Big Sticks. That is it for Byerly, as Richard Blyer has entered the game for the LPs. It's 6-1, bottom of the 7th. And Carcione at first, Henry Davis at second. Here's the pitch to Beltran. Fly ball to left, and it's getting ugly quick. It's now 9-1 Big Sticks. Help. Send help. That's all I ask is send help.
Stop! He's already dead.
Pain. Top of the 9th, 9-1. Henry Davis up. Fawcett's pitching. Think we know what's going to happen here. Strikes out looking. Big Sticks win. Advance 9-1. Not the greatest way to start off this marathon here. A 9-1 loss to the Big Sticks. So we're going to go to the bronze. We're going to go to the bronze tournament here, see if we did any better. So the Horsemen against the LPs. This is a quarterfinal game, I believe. Wilbur Wood is pitching. It's bottom of the 1st. Connie Day is at first base. Jim Presley is at the plate. Nobody out here. See if they can jump on him early. Here's the pitch from Wood. Fly ball to left field. It's high, it's deep, and it's to the almost to the second deck. Home run for Presley. Flying Lake goes up 2-0 on the home run from Presley. So we fast forward to the bottom of the 2nd. The Horsemen couldn't get anything going in the 1st or the 2nd inning, so it's now Connie Day at the plate, runners at 1st and 2nd, Jones and DeJong. Wilbur Wood in trouble early here. Here's the pitch from Wood. And that is a base hit to the gasoline sign in right center field. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Day will advance to 3rd on the throw. So Day with a 2-run double advances to 3rd, and it's now 4-0 Bonnie Lake here in the 2nd. They would add 1. Day would later score in the 2nd. The Horsemen score 2 in the top of the 6th, so it's now 5-2 in the top of the 7th here. Renfro at first, DeJong at the plate. Bob Miller pitching here. Been very solid up until the 6th inning. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going in this game. Here is the pitch from Miller. And that is a base hit to left field. DeJong with the single. Renfro goes to 2nd, so it's now Trent Grisham at the plate with a full count, 1-out pitch here. John Cummings has entered the game for the LPs. Here's the pitch from John Cummings. And he pops him up. To be easy play for Presley. And he makes the catch. 2 away. So they get out of the inning. And then we're now going to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-2 LPs. Michael King has entered the game for the Horsemen. Garver's at the plate for the LPs. Nobody out. Garver with the pitch. Garver sees the pitch. And now it's a fly ball to right field. Oppo Taco. Home run. Mitch Garver's first home run of the tournament, and it's now 6-2 LPs on the home run from Garver. So we fast forward all the way to the top of the 9th here. It's 6-2 LPs. Alex Claudio has come in the game to face Hunter Renfro. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Last chance for the Horsemen. Here's a pitch to Renfro. And he pops him up. This should be an easy play for Day. And he will make the catch, and they will move on to the semifinals. 6-2 win over the Horsemen. So now they're going to face London, the London Rangers. hide those scores. So they're in the losers bracket. This is a semifinal matchup against London, I believe. That usually means I'm too loud. Okay. So waiting for the semifinal game to get going here. Sign up for another quick. Silver. That's gonna take a while. They'll feel back into this one as it simulates. We'll have a semifinal game here. It's win or go home for the LPs here. And then after this game, we will check to make sure if we have a valid triple S roster. All right, so here we go. London against Bonnie Lake. Semi-final game between the Rangers and the LPs. Winner goes to the final. We're going to start in the top of the first. Ace Nathan Evaldi on for the LPs. Gary Pettis at the plate leading off. Here's the 2-2 as we stand around Henderson Park. That's a fly ball to right field, or left field actually, and it's off the wall. Pettis to second, going for third to try for the triple. The throw to third is not in time. Pettis is in with a leadoff triple. That brings Pat Listash to the plate to face Evaldi. Evaldi trying to stay out of trouble here in the first inning. The pitch is a fly ball to center field. This should bring the runner in, and it does. So it's going to be 1-0 London here in the top of the first. That will bring up Connie Day to the plate. Nobody on. 1-1 pitch. That's a fly ball to the right center, and that's going to bounce off the wall. Day heading for second, going for third, and it's going to be another triple for Day as he is safe, as the throw is not in time. He would not score, though, so we go to the top of the fourth. Evaldi in trouble again. Buddy Bell at second. Vaughn Hayes is at third. Joe Mauer is at the plate for the London Rangers. Here's the pitch from Evaldi. And that's a base hit to right. That should score 1. It looks like they're going to score 2 on the play. 2-run score. Mauer does take second on the throw, and it's now 3-0 London here in the top of the fourth. We fast forward to the bottom of the fourth. That's all London would score in the top of the fourth. Adam Dunn comes to the plate as a tying run as Jake Stahl is on first and Connie Day's at third to face Charlie Wilson in this 3-0 game so far from London. Here's the pitch from Charlie. Ground ball to first, and it's booted by the first baseman. Runner scores. It's 3-1 on the error from Choi. So that will bring Jim Presley to the plate with 1 run in here. Still only 1 out. Here's the pitch for Charlie Wilson. And that is a ground ball to third to get the force at second, but there's no relay. Stahl goes to third on the play, and that brings up Elmer Smith. Smith representing the go-ahead run here. He cut into the lead with a single. Here's a full count pitch, and he strikes out swinging. So they only get the 1 run as we go to the top of the fifth, and it's only 3-1 London over the LPs. So we fast forward to the bottom of the sixth. Connie Day's at first base. Jake Stahl representing the tying run here in the bottom of the sixth. He has had a strong tournament, hitting 271 so far. Here's a pitch from Wilson. Now it's a base hit to center field. Day heading for third, and he will be safe. Standing up. So now the runners are at the corners, and that brings Adam Dunn to the plate, representing the go-ahead run. He can easily do it for 1 swing of the bat here, facing the righty Wilson. Here is a pitch from Wilson. And that's a base hit to right field and into the gap in right center. 1 run is in. Stahl heading home, and he will score. The throw to third is not in time. So done with the 2 RBI game time double here. And it's tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Now, what brings Jim Presley to the plate? Presley can give him the lead with a base hit here. Wilson's staying in, but he's in trouble. Here's the pitch to Presley. And ground ball to short. Great play by Day, and he's out. So they got out of that inning, but it's now 4-3 LPs. J-Man Choi at first base. Dimitri Young will come up with Steve Trout pitching. Here's the pitch from Steve Trout. Yeah, it's a fly ball to left field, and that is off the wall and left. And a really bad throw. So that will even up the score at 4 as the Rangers score on an RBI double from Dimitri Young. Okay. So 1 runs in here, Young on second base. Vaughn Hayes will enter the box for the Rangers. Steve Trout is still pitching. Here's the pitch from Trout. He pops him up, so they'll get out of the inning as Presley makes the catch. So we go to the 7th inning stretch. It's still tied at 4. So to the top of the 8th here, Steve Trout's still in the game. Enrique Hernandez enters the box for the Rangers. Here's the pitch. And that's a base hit over Day in left field. That is a single. And that will bring up Joe Mauer with Enrique at first base here. Enrique representing the go-ahead run. The lefty Trout facing the lefty Mauer. Here's the pitch. And Mauer, fly ball to left. They'll make the catch. Runner doesn't advance, so it's 2 away. And that will bring Connie Day up to the plate here. Their Connie Day is hitting 267. He's not really getting on base, only getting on base 31% of the time here. Here's the pitch from Trout. And of course, that's a base hit up the middle because of OTP. Runner advances to third. But the cutoff throws to second. So and he's out. So DiMaggio throws out Day at second to get out of the inning. So going the bottom of the 8th, it's still 4-4. That would bring Wally Joyner to the plate here. Joyner leading off against Wilson. Here's the pitch from Wilson. That is a base hit to right field. Kind of looked like an error, but it's a leadoff single for Joyner, and that will bring Connie Day to the plate. Joyner representing the go-ahead run over first base. Connie Day can do some damage. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch to Day, and it's a bunt. The throw the first is in time, but Joyner advances to second on the bunt. That brings up Jake Stahl with 1 out. Middle of the order up for the LPs. Here's a pitch from Jay Wilson. Ground ball. Runner stays at second. They get the out 2 away. That would bring Jeff Blauser to the plate to pitch hit for Adam Dunn. Blauser is facing the lefty, though. He's really good against left-handed pitching. So let's see what happens. Here's the pitch from Blauser. And that's a base hit to center. This should give them the lead. Joyner heading around third, and he will score. And going still here in the bottom of the 8th, it's 5-4 LPs in this semifinal game against the London Rangers. So Blauser's on first, and that brings Jim Presley to the plate. Slashy, thank you for the raid. How was Minecraft? Did you die a couple more times while I was away? So right now we're in a tournament here. This is actually a bronze tournament, something that I don't normally do. I shout you out because I can, and I can't type. It's a semifinal game here before the normal tournament I do starts up. If you guys aren't following Slushy already, please go ahead and leave a follow. He usually does racing, but he has decided to do Minecraft. First Minecraft stream I've ever seen him do. So we're here. It's semifinal game. It's do or die. Best of 3 in the final. We're in the losers bracket. Win or go home at this point. It's 5-4. It's bottom of the 8th. Jeff Blauser's at first. Jim Presley's at the plate. CJ Wilson's on the mound for the Rangers. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's a fly ball to right. It's high, it's deep, and the rain helps out. Home run. LPs. It's now 7-4 the home run from Presley. Great time for the raid to come in for the good luck. So we're still in the bottom of the 8th. Elmer Smith will come to the plate. Nate Carnes is now in for the Rangers, by the way. Here's the pitch from Carnes. And that's a base hit up the middle. So they stay alive here in the 8th. It's 7-4, and they will get out of that inning with no more runs. So we're now at the top of the 9th. Steve Trout's still in the game for the LPs. J-Man Choi is at the plate. This may not be a good idea to face the lefty, as he really struggles against left-handed pitching. This is when J-Man Choi was a switch hitter before he decided to hit Steve left-handed at that point. Here's the pitch. And of course, in OOTP, they fly out, and the LPs move on to the semifinal with a 7-4 victory over the London Rangers. All right, so the Sarayas signed up. We'll get to that in a second. That's a game 1 final. Wanted to check my Saray roster real quick. Make sure I have a full roster. Something I didn't do in late bronze. I'm missing 2 people. Good thing I looked. So I need pitching. That gives me bullpen. It's 12. Do I need a hitter? You see, took out a couple of my guys here, so it's a good thing that I looked. I have to fix it all together pretty soon here. Make sure I got a full roster. Sweeney, you're in. I think Bonifacio plays everywhere. Emilio. I think you're most likely going to be in here. Yeah. I believe that's going to, yep, that's going to be the play. Unless I can find someone else. Oh, there's Gardner. Gardner. So he can play multiple positions. Lineup, I need to fix real quick. Have no first baseman. I have no first baseman. Stall. You're playing first base. That means I need Showboat to DH. And I need a third baseman, which is Larry Gardner. Pitching wise, Baldy. Should cover everything there. So there we go. That's fixed. Let's get back into bronze final here. Between the Denver Whitehawks and the Bonnie Lake LPs. I believe this is game one. So we'll start in the top of the first here. Wally Joyner leading off. Ethan Evaldi on the mound for the Whitehawks. Here's the 3-2 as we scan around the default ballpark. No terrain changes in this one. Here's the pitch. That's fly ball to center field. That is over the center fielder's head and off the wall in center. Joyner heading for second. He'll be safe. The leadoff double here for Joyner. That will bring up nobody. Great highlight, guys. So we go to the bottom of the first. Runners at the corners for Jim Presley. Charlie Wilson is on the mound for the LP. Here's the pitch from Wilson. And that's a ground ball today. They turned the double play, but the run scores. So it's 1-0 Whitehawks in the bottom of the first. All right, so I will continue this game after the break. I missed the ad, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back here. So we're still in game one here. Top of the top of the second. Mitch Garver's at first. Jim Presley is at the plate. There's nobody out here for facing Evaldi. Here's the offering from Evaldi. That's a base hit down the line in left field. Garver heading for third. He's gonna head home here. No throw. The relay is cut off, and it is 1-1 on the RBI double from Jim Presley. And that will bring up Elmer Smith to the plate. 1-1 game here, 1 out. Here in the top of the second at game one of the Bronze Quick Final. Here's a pitch from Evaldi. That's fly ball to right field. It's high, it's deep, and it's gone. Home run for Elmer Smith. And that 406-foot blast puts him up 3-1 here in the top of the second. With that, we are still in the top of the second here. Jeff Blauser has reached base. Andrew Jones comes up to the plate as we're at the bottom of the second. Because I just don't have colors, having a little color moment here. Here's the pitch from Wilson to Jones. That's ground ball up the middle. It's a base hit. Runner heading for third. He will be safe. So Jones reaches second on the throw with the single. And now the tying runs at second base as Tom Brown comes to the plate for the Whitehawks. Here's the pitch from Charlie Wilson. And that is caught by the center fielder. They get out of it. Stranding two. Go to the top of the third. It's 3-1 Bonnie Lake. They add one in the fourth, so it's now 4-1 LPs as the Whitehawks have runners at the corners and the tying run, Jeff Blauser's at the plate. Here's the pitch from Wilson, and that is a base hit up the middle. 1 run will score on the RBI single from Jeff Blauser. Still only 1 away, and Connie Day comes up to the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Charlie Wilson. And that's a ground ball to the second baseman. But that's all that will happen. No throw to first. So now the bases are loaded. It's 4-2. Tom Brown comes to the plate. Base hit ties this game. Any hit to the wall could give him the lead. Wilson staying in here, trying to power through this jam he's in. And he walks in a run. It's 4th walk. And it's now 4-3. Whitehawks down. That brings Wally Joyner to the plate, a very dangerous hitter. Wilson has exited stage right for John Cummings. Here's the pitch for the lefty against the lefty here. And that is that's
finally a grand slam.
Yeah, just not for the right team. 7-4 Whitehawks as they put a 6th spot here in the 4th. So we're now on the top of the 6th. Whitehawks up 7-4. Vince DiMaggio at first base here. Wally Joyner is at the plate. Maybe Wally Joyner can do what the other Wally Joyner did in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch to Joyner. That's base hit to right. Runner heading for third. DiMaggio changes his mind and remains at second. So that brings Connie Day to the plate with runners at first and second. He represents a tying run. Steve Reed is in the game for the Whitehawks. Here's a pitch from Reed. Ground ball to first base. They get to throw the second. The relay is in time. They do not score any runs there. Go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 7-4 Whitehawks. We fast forward to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 7-4 here. Mike Morgan's in the game for the LPs. Enrique Hernandez at the plate. Here's the 0-0. So, meanwhile, there's a game that's to be played here. Enrique Hernandez, first pitch crushing. Now 8-4 Whitehawks here in game 1. We're still in the bottom of the 8th. Mike Morgan's in the game. It's 8-4 Denver. Here's the pitch to Lamar Johnson. Not to be confused with Lamar Jackson. That's a base hit down the left field line. 1 run's in. 2 runs are in. And just like that, they have broken this game open. It's 10-4 Whitehawks here in the 8th. We're still in the eighth. 2 out. Sandy Alomar will come to the plate. Addison Reed is coming mercifully to end this game. Here's the pitch from Reed. And that's a well hit ball to left field, and that's gone. Stop, please. This is pain. It is now 12 for Denver on the home run for Sandy Alomar, his first of the tournament. So we fast forward to the top of the ninth. Last chance. We only need 8 runs here. Adam Dunn at the plate with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Dunn. He strikes out swinging. And with that, Denver advances to the finals because I forgot this is a double elimination. So, not much luck here. That second round loss did hurt. We did avenge the victory, but not to be dismayed. We are out of that tournament. So we'll go enter a bronze. Saray should be going soon. I think Saray's in now. Saray's not in yet, so we got 4 minutes to sign up. So this is what we'll do. We got 6 minutes for the Saray, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, we have 6 minutes for the Saray. So let's sign up for a quick. Because sign up for this bronze quick. Let's go into this array, make sure our roster is correct. Which it is. Burns, Phillips, Williams, and Fred Heimek have seen the reserve roster. Jamie Moyer will be the opening pitcher and the ace, as he's been so dominant in this tournament where we have shown him. So it'll be Moyer, Saberhagen, Zachary, McGinty, and Jesse Hahn will be the 5th starter. New players to this team will be Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver will hit against lefties. Don Pavlovich, either starter versus right, that is going to change. Mitch Garver will start both ways. And he will play every 5th game against righties. Sweeney will start at second base. He will still hit 9th. Detmer's not playing every 2nd game. As I'm trying to fix everything frantically, half-heartedly before it starts. Candale, you're going to back up 3rd. Kim starting at short. Hewlett, fine, every 5th. Nielsen and James, no. That's good there. All right, Slush, get some sleep, because I'm not. I slept before this. Have a good night. Have fun with Minecraft. All right, so Nielsen's going to be every 5th in this one. Sweeney's a better start 2nd. He's going to start at 2nd. But, Detmer, better versus lefty. Not the greatest fielder. Showboat's not the greatest fielder. James is going to be a defensive sub. Lefty. For left field. Fisher can play every third. James kick rocks. Fisher. James can play every fifth to replace Bonds. Sweeney. Starter's tired. Oh. Garner. Go with that. It's good there. And we will wait for game one here. There's also a couple cards I need to go over from Wednesday, which I would have went over Wednesday when I wasn't here. Holidays throw me off here. This is a normal day, but just not streaming yesterday and having the really short stream on Wednesday has thrown me off a little. What I am going to make up for it as long as possible here. It's this array going. All right, here. So 1 minute to go before game one of the Silver Array. We are facing our good friend Minerva and the Chicago Skullhearts. So we've got Buddy Minerva against my LPs. This should be an interesting matchup. Chicago Skullhearts. I think he just put this roster together. Yeah, he just put this together. He's using Petrocelli. That should be interesting. It's an interesting card. But a lot of the cards he has is the same. He has Phillips. I think we put this together. Most of this was put together on his stream, which he streams periodically. But let me shout him out anyway. If you're not following him, he is the other silver person here in OOTP. So if you feel free to drop him a follow, drop him a follow. But here we go. Game one between the Silver Kings, or in this case, the people who like silver that actually stream. All right, so here we go, waiting for game one between the Skullhearts and the LP. It'd be a very, very interesting matchup as I'm filling in for time here. It's getting really slow. Giving me what I need. Come on, OTP, show me something. Maybe if I exit and come back in, just like turning it off and turning it back on, a game will show up. And it does. The turn it off, turn it back on thing works. Here we are, game one. Game one between the Skull Hearts and the LPs. So we're gonna start off here in the bottom of the first. Skull Hearts didn't score in the top of the first, so we've got runners at first and second here. Vince DiMaggio at second. Bobby Bonds is at first base. Showboat Fisher at the plate for the LPs facing Jesse Hahn. Here's the pitch from Hahn. That's a base hit down the right field line. One run is in. The throw to third is in the dugout. Bond scores. It's 2-0 on the RNG throw to the dugout. I don't know what was happening with the right fielder there, but it's now 2-0 LPs, and that brings up Mitch Garver to the plate as Dave Nielsen has moved Showboat Fisher over to third base. So here's the pitch from Jesse Hahn. It's already 2-0. It's a fly ball to center field, and that's well over the center fielder's head and to the wall. One run is in. Here's the second run, and it's 4-0 Bonnie Lake over Chicago as Nielsen scored all the way from first. They would end up scoring 5 in that inning to lead off. And now we're in the top of the second. It's 5-0 LPs. Jeff King is at first base, and Mariner legend Jay Buhner is at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's a fly ball left field. That's high, it's deep, and it's gone. Buhner's first home run of the postseason makes it 5-2 Bonnie Lake. So the LPs would add one in the fifth. So we fast forward to the bottom of the seventh here. Showboat Fisher's at the plate. Fred Hymick has entered the mound for the Skull Hearts here. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and that's a fly ball for Showboat Fisher, and Showboat lives up to his first name with a home run, hits first. It's now 7-2 Bonnie Lake here in the bottom of the seventh. All right, so here we go. Top of the ninth here, last chance for the Skull Hearts in game one. Chris Ionetta's at first. Showboat Fisher at the plate for Skull Hearts. Bob Tewksbury in here to close it. Here's the pitch from Tewksbury. That is a fly ball to center field. Mash is there. He makes the catch. And Bonnie Lake wins game one 7-3. Takes a 1-0 lead in this best of three. Jamie Moore goes 7 2/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, walking 2, striking out 7, and only giving up the 3 earned runs on the home run from Buhner to get the win. Jesse Hahn tagged for 5 runs and 6 hits in the loss. Dick Rudolph, 2 2/3 innings, only gave up 1 run, struck out 4, was highlighted for the Skull Hearts. Home runs from Buhner and Fisher, who had 2 hits and 3 RBIs and scored twice. Garver walked twice, scored, and had a 2 RBI double in that first inning. So we go into game 2 here. And find ourselves here because cannot find pitching matchup. Let's just go to tournament coverage. So it's going to be Brett Saberhagen going against Bob Tewksbury in game 2. It's do or die now for the Chicago Skull Hearts here. Got 3 more minutes to go. Looking at the tournament tree, it would face the winner of the Waxhaw Wyvern and the Edmonton Oilers. Other people in franchises Llamas are up 1-0. Is D Block in this one? I think D Block's not in this one today. I do not see him. So the only way we're going to face franchises Llamas is if we get to the final. All right, so here we are. 2 minutes ago before game 2 here between Skull Hearts and the Bonnie Lake LPs. In here waiting on this game to start. Actually, so actually, like, games are going a lot faster than normal. So I should try to make adjustments as we go. But either way, it should be an interesting game. But here we are. Game 2 between the friend Minerva. Up here in about a couple minutes. So while we're at it, there is a game going. The game that just ended. We'll show the quick score for silver. On an 11-10 loss to the Gators. Down 7-3 early. Made a run with the 5 runs in the 8th. Bannon had 4 hits, 3 runs, and 2 RBIs, but just wasn't enough. Saberhagen got rocked for 7 runs in 2 innings. Oh, ouch. Our bullpens really hurt going into game 3. Home runs for Devannon and Bannon. Bannon had a cycle. He hit for the cycle. I'm reading that right. Yeah. Home run. Triple in this. So he homered in the first. He doubled in the second. He tripled in the 7th. And he got a single somewhere. But yeah. Bannon hit for the cycle in a loss. Would be fitting. Would be fitting that Devannon would get a cycle and we would lose the game because of RNG. All right, so Ray's simulating now. Any time now. I swear I'm not yawning. I'm tired. I'm yawning. All right, so here we go. Game 2 between the Skull Hearts and the LP. Firing up at any time. At an OOTP near you. Here we go. Game 2. So we'll start off here. In the bottom of the second, no score. Skull Hearts have Tony Phillips at first base. Adolfo Phillips is on the plate to face Saberhagen. Hopefully this Saberhagen doesn't give us 7 runs. Here's the pitch from Saberhagen. That's a hit to the gap and off the wall. Runner comes in to score, and he will. So it's 1-0 Skull Hearts here in the bottom of the second. Phillips does advance to third on the throw. That's all they would get as we go to the top of the 4th here. Bob Tewksbury is at the plate to face Larry Gardner. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. 2-1 count. Here's the 2-1 from Tewksbury. That is a base hit up the middle. 1 run is scored. Runner heading to third. To throw the third is offline. So Gardner's RBI single advances to second on the throw, and it's tied up at 1. As Dave Nielsen now enters the box for the LPs, Tewksbury in trouble with nobody out. Here's the 1-1 count. That is a fly ball to center. Fisher makes the catch. The throw home is in time. And Fisher is out. With Showboat throwing out Showboat, keep the game tied. Garner did go to third on the throw. That brings Mitch Garver to the plate. Tie game here, 2 out. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's a ground ball to third. It's through for a base hit. This should give him the lead. Runs in. RBI single from Garver. It's now 2-1 LPs here in the top of the 4th. That's all they would score in the top of the 4th. So we now go to the bottom of the 4th here. 1 out. Dave Nielsen at the plate. The 3-2. Fly ball to right field. That is way out of here. Off the facade and the second deck. Just like that, it's tied at 2 on the home run from Nielsen. So we fast forward to the bottom of the 7th as Chicago answered the 2 runs in the 4th with a run in the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 7th, Dave Nielsen at the plate to face Saberhagen, who's already homered off Saberhagen in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch to Nielsen. That's a base hit to right field. Nielsen with the leadoff single, and he represents the go-ahead run. That will bring Tony Phillips to the plate with nobody out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a fly ball to center field. It's an easy catch for DiMaggio. Runner doesn't advance, so there's 1 away. That will bring Adolfo Phillips to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. It's still 2-2. Phillips is hitting .375 in the tournament. Here's the pitch, and he pops him up. Jay's there, or Kim's there, makes the catch. 2 away. And that will bring John Mayberry to the plate. Saberhagen getting out of trouble here so far. Here's the pitch, and it gets by the catcher. Nielsen will go down to second base on the wild pitch, and it's now a 3-1 count. John Mayberry. Here's the pitch to Mayberry, and he walks him. So now there's runners at first and second. Go ahead runs in scoring position. Now bring Rico Petrocelli to the plate to face Saberhagen. Saberhagen staying in here, trying to get through this jam. Offering, and he strikes him out on a slider at the knees. Get out of the inning, stranding 2, and we go to the top of the 8th, tied at 2. So that will bring Don Pavletich to the plate to face Greg Swindell, who's now in for the Skullhearts. Here's the pitch from Swindell. That's base hit up the middle. So go ahead, runners on here. And now we'll bring Larry Gardner to the plate. Gardner hitting .333 in the tournament so far. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball to right field, and it will drop for a base hit. Don thinks about going to third, changes his mind, but it's now runners at first and second. Go ahead, runner is at first, or is in scoring position. Now I'll bring Don Detmer to the plate. Detmer pinch hitting here in the top of the 8th. Face the lefty Swindell. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he strikes out swinging. Chase the fastball high and away. And now bring Mitch Garver to the plate. Garver looking to give them the lead with a base hit. Here's the 0-1 count pitch from Swindell. That's a base hit up the middle. Will they score a run? Here comes Don. The throw is not in time. And they take a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 8th. That's all they would score. And now can the Skullhearts answer here with Larry Gardner leading off? Saberhagen still in this game pitching. How much longer will he go? Ground ball to second. The throw to first is in time. 1 away. That would bring Jake Stahl to the plate. Jake Stahl looking to tie it with one swing of the bat here. Two outs here in the bottom of the eighth. Here's the pitch from Brett Saberhagen. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. So Stahl keeps it alive with the single. And with that, Bob Fothergill comes to the box to face Sandy Consuerga. So Saberhagen goes 7 2/3 innings, only allowing the 2 runs. Consuerga in to try to close it, they at least close this out or keep the lead. Here's the pitch from Consuerga. Fly ball to right. Should be an easy catch here. Bonds makes the catch, so they get out of the inning. Go to the bottom of the ninth because the LPs didn't score on the top of the ninth. And Dave Nielsen will lead off. Sandy Consuerga stays in to face the lefty Nielsen, the switch hitting Phillips, and the right-handed Adolfo Phillips. I question this decision. Here's the pitch from Consuerga. That's a fly ball left field. It's caught. James gets to it. One away. Now bring Tony Phillips up plate. He will hit from the left side as expected. Here's the first pitch from Consuerga to Phillips. That's a ground ball to second. The first is in time. Sweeney throws out Phillips, and they're now down to the last out. Adolfo Phillips at the plate to face Sandy Consuerga. Consuerga looking to end this and advance to the second round. Here's the pitch from Sandy Consuerga. That's a fly ball to left field. That should be, and it's in for a base hit. So the tying run is at first. That brings John Mayberry to the plate to face Sandy Consuerga. They're going to leave the righty in to face the lefty. Don't like it if they don't get Mayberry here. They have a chance against Petrocelli. But if they don't get Petrocelli out with Gardner and Fisher booming, it could cause a problem from Consuerga if they don't take him out then. Here's the pitch to Mayberry. Ground ball to short. The throw to first is in time, and they will move on to round 2 as they beat the Skullhearts 3-2. Game 2 of this first round of the Silver Soiree. So, Saberhagen goes 7 2/3, allows 7 hits, 1 walk, gives up to 2 runs, and strikes out 6 on 97 pitches. Tewksbury only allowed the 1 earned run because of the error from Mayberry. Wendell does go 3 strong innings in the loss relief. As for the offense, it's been basically Mitch Garver. Flew at 500 against the Skullhearts and had 4 RBIs in this 2-0 victory. They'll await the winner of the deciding game of the Edmonton Oilers and the Waxhaw Wavern. Wavern, one of them. Either way, Edmonton or Waxham, who will they face? We will face the Waxhaw Wavern. George Zetterline will go for the Wavern. Tom Zachary will be on the mound for the LP. So it'll be Zetterline, Stewart, Jakey May against Zachary, McGinty, and Hahn. As for tournament tree, Atos has moved on. The Whale Busters has moved on. Oh, there we have found D-Block. D-Block's moved on to round 2. And so has Franchise. Thought I saw Spore in his own tournament, but I could be wrong. I think I was looking at a different logo. So we've got 7 minutes Soiree. Let's see another game available for us. And there is. So this is a do or die game. Not the greatest do or die game here, as we were facing a very tough lava team. I'm not even going to begin to do the name of this team. Well, let's see if we yeah, let's just rip this band-aid off. And we are out. All right, so we can go into another quick. We'll do silver. We'll do another silver here. Check in on the other silver. Oh, we're out of both. So well, what? Since that's happening, we'll just they're bronze as well. So we'll just do both. Not been a good night so far for the LPs when it comes to winning. So we'll get back into the other game, this array. It's the only tournament we're still in. If we do get knocked out of the soiree and there's other time, then we'll just cross that road when we get to it. All right, here we go. So Benito's is sending Jim Abbott. D block, it's going to be Jesse Hahn against Connie Johnson. They face the Annadale Adams Smashers. Franchise's learned leading llamas will send Connie Johnson to face Mickey McDermott. That should be an interesting matchup against San Juan. Okay, there's Spore. Spore is sending Rixie against Ying Ling. Louis Legos. So I thought I saw Spore in his own tournament. So we are on the same side. So there could be a possibility we could face. But it wouldn't be until the semifinal. So semifinal or finals before I face another well-known team. But as for right now, we'll get this going. Yeah, we're gonna leave that the way it is. Yeah. All right. So while this is getting ready, what I can do is I'm gonna run the ad here, get it out of the way because I got 3 minutes. It gets me a chance to get a coffee or an energy drink here as I'm trying to stretch this out. So guys, I'm gonna take the break here. I'll be right back. Hey guys, so here we are. We're waiting for game one of round two here against the Wyvern. Should be showing up any minute now. So anytime now, this game waiting on OOTP is taking a little long on the simulations tonight. Either that or it just feels like it's just taking longer than it is perceived. Either way, still waiting on game two here. Game one. Jeez. High score sometimes throws you off. But here we go. Game one of round two. Against the Waxhaw Wyvern. So we'll start here in the top of the first. Jeremy Smith at the plate to face Todd Zachary. Nobody out. As we scan around the default renovation-free Henderson Park. Here's a pitch from Zachary. That's a base hit to the gap at right center field. Smith heading for second is safe. So it's a stand-up double for Smith, and they're in business. Do not score. So we fast forward to the bottom of the third. Mitch Garver at the plate with a full count facing George Zetterline. Here's the pitch from Zetterline. Fly ball to right and at left center field. That is a no doubter. High, deep, and gone. Home run for Mitch Garver. His first of the postseason, and it's now 1-0 LPs here in the bottom of the third. Leadoff homer for Garver. Stay in the third, still nobody out. Kim and Sweeney are on the base paths at first and second. Maggio's at the plate to face Zetterline. Here's the pitch from Maggio. That's a base hit down the left field line. One run is in. Still rolling around the corner there. 2 runs are looking to score. Maggio delivers on a 2 RBI double, and it's now 3-0 LPs here in the bottom of the third. They would end up scoring 6 in that inning. The Wyvern respond with 2 in the top of the fifth, but now we're in the top of the sixth here. Frank Torres at first base for Tom Zachary on the mound to face Jim Russell. Here's the pitch to Russell. That's fly ball left field. Is that deep enough? It is. Home run for Jim Russell to cut into this lead. It's now 6-4 Bonnie Lake. Curveball didn't have enough curve on it, and it's now 6-4. We're now on the top of the seventh. They scored 2 in the fifth and 2 in the sixth. Tim Hewlett on first base. Jeremy Smith at the plate to face Tom Zachary. Zachary struggling in the middle innings here, and that's a base hit down the left field line. Runner heading for third. He'll be safe. That's a double. Smith, and that brings up Felipe Lopez with 1 out. Tying runs at second base in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Lopez. Pops him up. Gardner's there to make the catch. 2 away. And that will bring Carson Kelly. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch to Kelly. He walks him. Fastball didn't have the nice zip on it. It was only 86 miles an hour. And now the bases are loaded for Frank Torre. Zachary, can he get out of this inning? Base hit ties the game minimum. Here's a pitch to Torre. And he pops him up. Wilson's there to make the catch to get out of the inning. They do get out of it. We fast forward to the bottom of the eighth as the LPs take a 6-4 lead here. They've scored 6 in the third and have done nothing since. Bill Sweeney's at the plate to face Craig Stamen. Here's the pitch for Stamen. Base hit to right. Sweeney will be on here. Nothing will come of it. So we go to the top of the ninth. Last chance here for the Weyburn. Carson Kelly can tie it with one swing of the bat. Nathan Eovaldi's in here in to close it. Here's the pitch for Nathan Eovaldi. That's a fly ball to left and is caught by James. He gets there, and Bonnie Lake wins game 6-4. All right. So the LPs win this game 6-4, basically on 6 runs in the third. Vince DiMaggio had 2 RBIs on the double in the third. Garver homered. Fisher and Sweeney each had 2 hits, but it was mostly Nathan Eovaldi's 2 hitless innings that gave him the victory. Not a whole lot happened after the third inning. Center line allowed 6 runs, 4 earned over 3 in the third. And Jeremy Smith had 2 hits in the loss. Russell had 2 RBIs. Carson Kelly had 2 walks. Really wasn't a whole lot here to go off of. He block won his game. Explorers down 1-0. Franchise is still in with victory. So we go to game 2 here in about 4 minutes, and it will be Joe McGinty on the mound to face Dave Stewart in Waxhaw as the Weyburn look to tie this series, or they will go home. So, in other tournaments around the OOTP, we got 2. There's none going around OOTP right now as PTCS is in 6 hours now. That's 7 o'clock. So my plan is to go through to the through the PTCS, but I thought it was at 6, not 7. So there might be a little break in between streams. Either way, PTCS will be either streamed as we go from 4 to 7, or I would just start at 7 and would just cover PTCS and the other playoffs, because I'm in the playoffs somehow. I put this team back together, and we're going to make the playoffs potentially on Sunday. So it's going to be a playoff pennant race as we sit. I know we've made a run back on the Pax only team, but on the main team, I decided to put the team back together to see if we can use the cards that I do have and just get rid of the ones I'm not going to use. But right now, if I can navigate OOTP, we started the day in first place. No, we started the day in third place. We ended up in first. Now 75 and 58. Plus 144 run differential. We are still -5 on the Pythagorean, which is a whole complete team problem. On offense, Ryan Klesko has been a good addition. He's hit 24 home runs from the leadoff spot. Thought is playing so well. He has become a great league player, hitting 292 and 11 home runs and 82 RBIs. Michael Brantley's been a decent addition too, as he's hitting 305 with 14 home runs, 6 RBIs. Harry Ford. I got the Harry Ford. I've just decided to play him for now. And he's got a 408 on base percentage and hitting 289. Pitching wise, Sadecki's been great. It also helps that I got some of these choice cards and decided to keep them. So I have Sadecki, I have the OOTP Hamels, I have McCullers, Rosado, and Fister. I got Fister from a choice pack, so I decided to keep him. And Rick Dempsey, I added yesterday. So that's what we've got going right now. We had a 17-9 day after going 12-13 in July. So we are making strides here. All right, so the SO rate should be good to go. I forgot to hide scores. Oh, wait. I didn't see it. Oh, I hit it just in time. Oh, goodness. I thought that was game. Here we are, game 2 between the LPs and the War. Waxhaw Wavering. Hey, say that 5 times fast. Here we go. Highlights, not box score. Boy, I am just bringing in the absolute professionalism tonight. As we hear in the top of the third, as Bill Sweeney's at first base and Bobby Bonds is at the plate. Dave Stewart on the mound from the Wavern. Here's a pitch from Stewart. Ground ball to second is boated. Can't pick it up. Smith with a little problem. And now there's runners at first and second. Still 1 out. And that brings up Jake Stahl to the plate. Here's Stewart's pitch to Stahl. He strikes him out. So they do get the strikeout there. It's now 2 away. I will bring up Showboat Fisher to the Dave Stewart. Here's the pitch from Stewart. Ground ball, and it's through the right side. 1-run look in the score. The throw home is not in time. RBI single for Showboat Fisher, and Bonnie Lake jumps out 1-0. We're still in the top of the third, 2 out. Larry Gardner's now in the box. The lefty facing Stewart. Here's a pitch from Stewart. He walks him. So now the bases are loaded with 2 out, and that brings Dave Nielsen to the plate, looking to break this game open a little bit. Here's the pitch. That's a fly ball to the left. That should be an easy catch. To get out of the bases loaded jam. Go to the bottom of the third, and the LPs have a 1-0 lead here in game 2. The bottom of the third, Jeremy Smith leading off. Pitch to Smith. That's a fly ball to the left. That's a leadoff homer. Tie the game for Jeremy Smith. First of the postseason. And it's 1-1. That's all they would get in the bottom of the third. So we go to the top of the fourth. Mitch Garver's at first base. Ha-Seong Kim at the plate to face Stewart. Pitch to Kim, and he walks him. Now there's runners at first and second. Go ahead and run. Represented by Garver. That brings Bill Sweeney to the box to face Stewart. Here's Stewart full count offering. Back-to-back walks. Back-to-back walks. That was
just a bit outside.
all right. So that brings Vince DiMaggio to the plate. Nobody out. 1-2 count. Bases full of LPs here. Stewart in trouble. It's a 1-1 game here in the top of the fourth. Here's the pitch to DiMaggio, and he strikes him out on the slider. Nice pitch from him, and it's 1 away. That brings up Bobby Bonds to the plate here. Still bases loaded, still 1-1. Here's a pitch. He strikes out Bonds on the fastball. The blazing 83-mile-an-hour fastball gets Bonds. Now it's Jake Stahl to the plate. Jake Stahl's known to strike out a few times, but Dick Rudolph is in the game for the Weyburn. Here's the pitch from Dick. And he strikes him out. Curveball throws him. They get out of the bases loaded, no out jam. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still tied at 1. So Joe McGinty's now found some trouble as runners are at first and second for fielder Jones. Here's a pitch to Jones. Ground ball to third. Throw the first is in time. Runners do advance, 1 away. That brings Jim Paglione to the plate to face Joe McGinty. McGinty's offering. That's base hit the right. Weyburn scores 1. Now 2-1 Weyburn. In the fourth, they would add 1 more run in that inning. It's now 3-1 Waxhaw. As we head to the top of the fifth, as Larry Gardner enters the box to face Dick Rudolph, Showboat Fisher at first. Gardner representing the tying run. Here's the pitch from Rudolph. Ground ball to second. To throw the seconds in time. The relay is good. 4-6-3. And they get out of that inning. Or no, they don't. They're still in the top of the 6th. Bill Sweeney's at first. Vince DiMaggio's at the plate to face Rudolph. Here's the pitch from Rudolph. That's base hit up middle. So now the tying run is on. Runners at the corners. That brings Bobby Bonds to the plate. Bonds struck out in a bases loaded jam earlier. Let's see if he could tie the game with a base hit to the wall. Here's the pitch to Bonds. Fly ball to right field. It's got a chance. It's high. It's deep. It's in the second deck. Home run for Bobby Bonds. His 408-foot blast gives them the lead on the 3-run jack from Bonds. It's 4-3 Bonney Lake. We're still in the top of the 6th. 3 runs are in for the LPs. Stahl's now in second. Showboat Fisher's at first. Larry Gardner's at the box to face Willie Sudhoff was in the game now for the Weyburn. Pitch from Willie. That's base hit to right. Runner looking to score. The throw home is not in time. 5-3 Bonney Lake on the RBI single from Gardner. So they put a 4 spot in the top of the 6th. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Hewlett leading off for the Weyburn. Still in for the LPs. Here's the pitch from McGinty. Ground ball the first and it's through for a base hit. So leadoff single for Hewlett. That brings fielder Jones to the plate, representing the tying run. McGinty's offering. The fly ball to center field. It looks like trouble. And it is a great catch from DiMaggio, robbing the Weyburn of at least 1 run. So 1 away. Jim Paglione at the plate to face McGinty. Here's the pitch from McGinty. That's fly ball to right. That's got a chance and it is gone. No doubter from Paglione, and it's tied at 5. So with that, we're now at the bottom of the 7th. Tie score, Torrey at first. Tim Russell facing McGinty. Here's the pitch to Russell. That's a line shot. It's caught. Nice catch from Bonds. Way. That brings Gene DeMontreville to the plate to face McGinty. Still 5-5 in the bottom of the 7th. 1 out. Here's the pitch to DeMontreville. That's base hit to right. Runner heading for third. Thinks about it, changes his mind, and Torrey will come back. But now there's runners at first and second. Go ahead run in scoring possession to face Elmer Smith. Here's the pitch to Smith. Ground ball. 6-4-3. They get out of the inning. Huge 6-4-3 double play. And they get out of it tied at 5. We go to the top of the 8th. 3-0 count to DiMaggio. Sudhoff still in the game for the Weyburn. Here's the pitch. DiMaggio walks. Leadoff hitter is on. That will bring Bobby Bonds to the plate. Bonds looking to move DiMaggio over at least here to face Sudhoff. Here's the pitch, the Bonds. Ground ball, 6-4-3. Bonds hits into a double play. They get out of that inning. Go to the bottom of the eighth. Fielder Jones leading off, facing McGinty, who's still in this game somehow. Here's the pitch from McGinty. That's a base hit to the gap in left center field. Heading to second and he is safe. So Jones with the leadoff double. Go ahead runners now at scoring position with Jim Paglione, who homered in the sixth, tied the game. This could get ugly. Here's the pitch from McGinty. They left him in there. Ground ball to second. It's through for a base hit. Runner looking to score. Throw home is not in time, and Waxhaw takes a 6-5 lead. So we go to the top of the ninth. Shobo Fisher leading off. It's 6-5. Waxhaw have 15 hits in this game. Darnold, no. Daryl Knowles is in. Try and close it out for the Weyburn. Here's the pitch from Knowles. That's a base hit to left. So the tying run is on the leadoff single from Fisher. That brings Don Papletich to the plate. Pitch hitting to face Daryl Knowles. Here's the pitch. And that's through for a base hit. So back-to-back singles. Runners heading to third. He will be safe. Fisher goes to third on the single from Don. That brings John Detmer to the plate, pinch hitting to face Knowles. Knowles struggling against the right-handers right now. Looking to prevent Fisher from tying this game. Here's the pitch to Detmer. That's a fly ball to left field. Tie. It's deep. Walk it off. Well, I wish we could walk it off, but I forgot we're the road team. But either way, Don Detmer homers in this game. Pitch hit pass that makes it 8-6 Bonnie Lake in the top of the ninth. Go to the bottom of the ninth. Madison Bumgarner looking to end this game. Frank Torrey, Russell, and DeMontreville. Here's the pitch to Torrey. That's a line shot to first. It should be an easy play for Stella, and he does. One away. That brings Jim Russell to the box to face Bumgarner. Here's the 3-1. Blocks him. So go ahead runners now at the plate. That is Gene DeMontreville. Montreville hitting .294. Pitch from Bumgarner. That's a fly ball to center. DiMaggio's there, and he'll make the catch. Way. I would bring Charlie Duffy into the box to face Madison Bumgarner, looking to end this game and move on to round 3. Pitch. Fly ball to right. This should be an easy catch for Bonds, and he makes the catch, and they're on to round 3 with an 8-6 comeback victory over the Weyburn. Game 3 is through. So we will move on to face the Anderson, Texas Red Raiders. Because Anderson, Georgia is not available, or just Texas? Questions are abound facing Anderson. As for rest of round 2's, the PTMS winner Prune Packers are through to round 3. D-Block moved on to round 3. Llamas moved on to round 3. We're through. I believe Explorer got eliminated. So we got 5 minutes before this game round 3 matchup. All right, so for Anderson, they'll send Tony Mullane to the mound. He's more known as a hitter than he is a pitcher. Let's see if he can make it through. Jamie Moyer will start for Bonnie Lake. Game 2 will be Hahn against Dorish, and then Farmer will go against Saberhagen if there's a Game 3. For D Block, he will send Greg Swindell to face Roger Craig, Ying Ling against Consuerga, and Stewart against Abbott. The Llamas will send Sale to face Sandy, Consuerga, On against Rixie, Connie Johnson against Rixie. So a bunch of Rixies. That matchup. If the LPs win, they face the winner of the Legends of New York and the Almsville Croaking Frogs. Very, very interesting stuff here. Okay. I can't do this. Let's see if we can find some actual music. Start with that. I couldn't do it anymore. Lo-fi can only take you so far. But either way, we've got 3 minutes here. Let's see any other games we got here while we're waiting. Well, the prawn's still finally fired up. There's still one person needs to get in the silver. Still king. Yeah. I get into it early yet. I could get in the bronze only. That doesn't do anything. Although that may be an option. Early bronze starts in 2 hours and 47 minutes. I can't sign up for that yet. As for who are we facing in round 1 for that bronze quick? Oh, not the one we were looking for. I am. This is the one I'm looking for. As the silver's firing up here with 2 minutes to go in the Saray matchup. We are facing the Puyallup Fair. I almost want to change my name to the Washington State Fair just to troll, but that wouldn't get me very far. They have one commentator. They have 2 commentators, Paul Hartzell and Brent Gaff. Must be a couple cards they pulled. I've never seen them in a game. All right, so let's back out of this and get back into the Sarays. It comes up in about 2 minutes here. All right, so game 1 between Anderson and Bonnie Lake will be up in about 2 minutes. I don't know if I want to go with that. Okay, so here we go. Game one of round three of the soiree between the Anderson Red Raiders and the Bonnie Lake LPs firing up any time now. Any time now, oh. Either way, here we go. Game two between Anderson and Bonnie Lake any time now. And here we go. Game two. Game one of round three between the Anderson Texas Red Raiders and the Bonnie Lake LPs. Will start in the top of the third, no score. Jamie Moyer facing Mayberry leading off. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Moyer. Mayberry hits one to the gap and it's going to hit the wall. Mayberry heading for second. He'll be safe. So a leadoff double here for Mayberry in the third, and that brings up Jim Paglioni to the plate. Dean G. de Montreville did reach first. Here's the pitch. Bunt. So the first is in time. Runners advance. One away. That brings Sam Rice to the plate. One out. Base hit will score two. Here's the pitch from Moyer. Fly ball to center. Maggio makes a catch. Mayberry looking to score. The throws offline. It's 1-0 Anderson here in the top of the third. That's all they would get. So we go to the bottom of the third. Mitch Garver's at first base. Bill Sweeney at the plate with nobody out. Here's a full count pitch from Mullane. And that's a great catch from Mayberry. They'll double up Garver. And just like that, there's two out. So we'll try this again in the bottom of the fourth. Vince DiMaggio leading off. Here's the pitch from Mullane. That's a fly ball to right center, and that is to the gasoline alley in right center field. DiMaggio heading for second. He is safe. So leadoff double here for DiMaggio. Let's see if we don't get doubled up this time. As Bobby Bonds enters the box to face Mullane. Here's the pitch from Mullane. Walks Bonds. So that curveball had no zip on it. There's runners at first and second to face Jake Stahl. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Mullane. They walk Jake Stahl on the fastball, so the bases are loaded with nobody out. It's 1-0 Anderson. They're in big trouble as Showboat Fisher enters the box for the LPs to face Mullane. Here's the 0-1 to Mullane. Ground ball to second. They turn two, but the run scores. So it's tied at 1. That was actually the LPs have 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. Anderson has 2 hits for their 1 run. Go to the bottom of the fifth. Dave Nielsen leading off to face Tommy Mullane, who's done surprisingly well. Fly ball to right field. I cursed him. Home run for Nielsen. His first of the postseason. And it's now 2-1 Bonnie Lake on the home run from Nielsen. Go to the top of the 6th. It's 2-1 LPs. Bob Fothergill, the tying run, represented at first base. Here's Ha-Sung Kim to face Moyer. The 3-1. And he walks Kim. Now runners at first and second. Johnny Logan will enter the plate to face Moyer. Here's the pitch from Moyer. Ground ball to Moyer. The throw to first is in time. The runners do advance, but they do not score. They go to the bottom of the 7th, and Showboat Fisher will lead off facing Mullane. Here's the pitch to Showboat. First name is Showboat. What do you expect? Home run for Showboat Fisher. 3-1 LPs on the home run. He is living up to his first name in this tournament. With that, one runs in, one out. Dave Nielsen's at first base. Mitch Garver's in the box to face Mullane. Mullane showing troubles. He's tiring. They need to get a guy in here. Pitch from Mullane. That's a base hit to right, all the way to the wall. Nielsen looking to score. The throw home is cut off. The throw to third is not in time. And now it's 4-1 Bonnie Lake on the RBI double from Garver. But that we're still in the bottom of the seventh. Another run's in. It's 5-1. Tim Helix at first. There's 2 out. Vince DiMaggio's at the plate. Here's the pitch to Vince DiMaggio. And that's a well hit ball to right center field, and it's off the wall. Runner looking to score, and he will score. So it's an RBI triple as Helix scores from the triple from DiMaggio, and it's now 6-1 LPs. As we go to the bottom of the eighth, it's still 6-1. Ed Halicki mercifully is in the game for Anderson. Jake Stahl at the plate leading off. Here's the pitch to Jake Stahl. That's a well hit ball to left field. That's high, it's deep, and it's gone. Jake Stahl's first home run of the postseason, and it's now 7-1 Bonnie Lake here in game 1 of the Silver Race round 3. Jamie Moyer looking to close this game out and have a complete game here. Hassan Kim at first. It's 8-2 LPs. Did add one more run in the 8th. Barney McCoskey the box to face Moyer. Here's the pitch to Barney. Ground ball to third. Throw the seconds in time, and they turn the 5-4-3. And Bonnie Lake takes a 1-0 lead in round 3 with an 8-1 victory over the Anderson Red Raiders. Jamie Moyer goes the distance. 97 pitches, 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 unearned run because of the error from Hewitt, and 2 Ks. Shoba Fisher is hitting 500 in this tournament. Home runs and 6 RBIs to lead the way for Bonnie. He has been absolutely on fire. Dave Nielsen had 2 hits, a home run in the 5th, and 2 RBIs to up his average to 167. Bobby Bonds continuing to struggle, hitting 118. Jamie Moyer has gone 16 2/3 innings in 2 games, averaging just over 8 an inning. He's 2-0 with a 1.62 ERA in this tournament. Here we are, game 2, Anderson against Bonnie Lake, up in about 3 minutes here. Llamas lose 9-3. D-Block, I believe, I can find, D-Block lost his game 12-7. So it's gonna be win or go home for the Eagles, or win or go home for the Learned League Llamas. As the night game will be Team Ranrod against the Lobsters. Hellsburg will face Puget Sound Giant Pacific Octopi, sending Bill Hands to the mound to face Sandy Consorga. Yes, Puget Sound Giant Pacific Octopi. That's a lot to take in there. That's a lot of words to be taken in for a team, but hey, it works. So it looks like the Legends, who's up 1-0, has a chance here. They look like they have a decent roster. It could be a decent matchup against the Legends. If they do get the Choking Frogs, they will hold the advantage in that one, which means OOTP will sweep us. But here we are, about a minute 30, about 2 minutes away before that game gets underway here. As for the bronze double elimination, we did win game 1, 7-3. Evaldi goes the distance, allowing 3 runs off the homer from Reineke in the 9th, one of them. He struck out 4, gave up 5 hits, and runs. Jake Stahl, home run, 2 RBIs, 3 hits. Presley and Joyner added 3 hits each. Dunn added a hit. Offense really quickening in that one, getting 14 hits. 5-3 victory over the Puyallup Fair. No love lost for the Puyallup Fair. I still should change my name to the Washington State Fair. That felt like trolling. All right, so let's get back into the soiree. Game coming in at any time now. Here we go here. Game 2 between Anderson and Bonnie Lake. We will start off in the bottom of the second, no score. Ha Kim at first base. Jim Russell at the plate to face Brett Saberhagen. Here's the pitch. That's a fly ball to right. That ball's not coming back. Home run. Russell makes it 2-0 Red Raiders on the home run. So we'll fast forward to the third. Tying run represented at first by Bobby Bonds. Vince DiMaggio's at second. Jake Stahl at the plate to face Harry Dorish. Here's the pitch to Dorish. That's base hit the left. Runner looking to score, and he will. Yeah, throws offline, he will score. So they cut the lead in half here. It's now 2-1. Runners do advance on the throw. That brings Shobo Fisher, who's hit .500 going into this game, facing Harry Dorish. Here's the pitch to Fisher. And just like his first name says, base hit down the left field line. 2-run score. Fisher heading for second. He is safe. Stand up 2 RBI double for Fisher. And now the LPs take a 3-2 lead. That brings Larry Gardner to the plate. There's 2 out. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Gardner. And that's a base hit the left. Fisher looking to score. The throw home. Not in time. So 4 runs here in the top of the third gives the LPs a 4-2 lead. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, Barney McCoskey at third. Jim Russell representing the tying run here at first. Here's the pitch to Brett Saberhagen. That's fly ball to center. That's going to be over the center fielder's head and to the wall. 1 runs in. The throw to second is not in time. So Russell's 7th RBI makes it 4-3. Anderson down here. Stay in the fourth. Russell on first base. Dick Green at the plate. Here's the pitch to Dick Green. Fly ball to left field. That's a no doubter. Like that. Anderson takes a 5-4 lead. Fun times. Vince DiMaggio is now at first in the top of the fifth. Bobby Bonds up, nobody out. Here's the 3-2 to Bonds, and he strikes out swinging. Shocker. Here's Larry Gardner to the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Dorish. That's a base hit to left. Top of the sixth, by the way. I'm just kind of throwing things off because they fast-forwarded on me. Here's Dave Nielsen. Gardner the tying run at first. Dave Nielsen representing the go-ahead at the plate. Nielsen fly ball left to center field. That's high. And it's gone. Dave Nielsen comes through with a 2-run home run. And just like that, Bonnie Lake strikes back with a 6-5 lead on the home run from Nielsen. That ball went 402 feet. Let's see that again. That was a well-hit ball. No doubt about it. Just like that. It's 6-5. So we're still in this top of the sixth here. Nobody out. It's 6-5. 2 runs in for the LPs. Garver at second, Kim at first. Bill Sweeney enters the box, and Halicki's now pitching for the Anderson. Pitch from the Red Raider. That's a fly ball to center, and that is caught. One away. That brings Vince DiMaggio to the plate. Pitch from Halicki. Strikes out DiMaggio. 2 away. Can Halicki get out of this jam here? Bobby Bonds, who struck out earlier with runners on, at the plate. Here's the pitch from Bonds. That's a base hit down the left field line. 1 run looking to score, and he will score. 2 runs will score. So Bonds delivers with a 2-run double, advances to third on the throw, and it's now 8-5 Body Lake as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Craziness in this game. Bob Tewksbury is now in for Anderson. Bob Tewksbury now in for the LPs. Here's the pitch from Tewksbury. That's a ground ball to first. It's an easy play. And the side is retired. So we fast forward to the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-5 LP. Leo Kiley in for the LPs to face Ha-Seong Kim with 2 out. Here's the pitch to Kim. That's a base hit to left. Kim's on with a single here, 2 outs, and that brings nobody up because they still get out of the inning. That's a hell of a highlight. So we now head to the top of the 9th. It is 8-5. Bonnie Johnson in for Anderson, looking to stop the bleeding. Here's the pitch to Showboat. That's base hit to left. Showboat living up to his name in this tournament. Heading for second. He is up with a stand-up double to lead off the 9th here, but he does not score. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 8-5. Last chance here for Anderson in this series. It's do or die. Sandy Casorga looking to close it out. Here's a pitch from Sandy Casorga. Ground ball to first. It should be easy play for Stahl. James Mayberry is out. Body Lake wins this game. They move on to the quarterfinal with an 8-5 victory. They've yet to lose in this tournament. So we've got 12 more minutes to play with here. D-Block's eliminated, and so is Franchise. So it's up to me to win this whole damn thing. We will face the deciding game 3 between Field and York. That's a hell of a prediction. We're going to predict pain in this next one as we look here. So here we are. Showboat Fisher hitting 478 in the tournament. I believe he's leading everybody too. No. I stand corrected. There's a Bobby Bonds hitting 714 in the tournament for the Yaks. Showboat Fisher's all over the place, hitting over 600. Marlon Anderson and Mike Davis each have 5 home runs. Davis, I can understand because he's murdering left-handers. It's also really odd that. Yeah, we'll get back to that in a second. There's 1 LP. Fisher is 5th in doubles. The offense is scoring. It's just not. There's nobody really standing out pitching wise. Jamie Moyer has a R WAR .9 that's second. He has 2 quality starts. He's one of many people that have that. And he leads in innings pitched at 16. As for the bronze, looks like we're still in here. We are it through to the quarter, to the second round. Beat Piaf 7-3. We are facing Deja Vu. It's Brian Manderson against Charlie Wilson in that round 2 game against Deja Vu. Winner faces get that in a second. I'm joined by my silver strong buddy Telluride Giants as they've entered this quick. This is the first bronze quick we've been in together. I'm pretty sure he's got a strong roster already. Now I'm just curious to see who he has. Ooh, I have a fighting chance. There are little differences between the R2Ts, but good to see that we have migrated over the bronze and trying to take that over. So the Saray is through. We will face the Amsfield Croaking Frogs in the quarterfinal. Jakey May will start for Amsfield. Tom Zachary goes for the LPs in game 1. Then it's Hahn against Swindell and Halicki against Joe McGinty, who, quite frankly, him and Zachary got tagged in their last starts. Jesse Hahn, it'll be his first start here. See if we can make a change in the lineup. Deion James isn't doing much better. But Bobby Bonds, we're going to move him down in the order. Bill Sweeney, you're going to lead off and hit second. You're going to basically, you and Bonds will switch roles. Dog struggling. Fisher will now hit third. Gardner, Nielsen can move down. Garver can move. Yeah, that's what we'll go with here. Pitching wise, I'm gonna run Zachary in this one. I'm gonna move Hahn up. I want Jesse Hahn to pitch. I think Moyer will be ready to go by then, so McGinty doesn't have to start game 3 if there is a game 3. So Silver just finished. Mount Pleasant. Let's see what this game brought while we wait for the other one to get going here. So we'll start bottom of the second between Mount Pleasant and the LPs. Gene Tennis is at first base. Henry Davis is at the plate to face Madison Bumgarner. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Hit and run. Doesn't matter. Home run. A shot from Henry Davis is first. And it's 2-0 LPs here at the bottom of the second. So we're now in the top of the third. Saberhagen pitching. Wilson at first. Frank Duncan at the plate. Here's a pitch from Duncan. That's a fly ball to left. Davis makes the catch. The throw to first is in time. What a throw from Davis. Double play. The 2 runs are now in the bottom of the third. Bob Horner's at second base. Henry Davis, who had the great throw in the top of the third, up the plate. Here's the pitch to Davis. And Davis is showing out. Fly ball to right field, and it's gone. It has been the Henry Davis show here in this game as he's hit a 2-run homer to make it 6-0 over the Mounties. They would add 2 more runs, one in the 5th, one in the 7th. So we're now in the top of the 9th. It's 8-0. Lou Fett here to close it out in this blowout against Bob Horner. Here's the pitch from Fett. That's fly ball left, and there goes the shutout. Home run for Bob Horner. It's 8-1. Now there's 2 out. Wally Joyner, the last chance for the Mounties. Pitch from Fett. Ground ball to second. The throw to first is in time. They take a 2-0 series lead in round 1 with an 8-1 victory over Mount Pleasant. This was over from the beginning. Saberhagen goes 6 in the third, 5 hits, 1 walk, no runs. Dickie Thom, 3 hits, 3 runs scored. Shara, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Tennis scored twice. Davis, 2 for 3. 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 home runs, and an outfield assist. I believe he's a player of the game, and he should be, and he is. But we're going back to the Saray. Great performance from Henry Davis. And we're now 3 minutes away from this. It's in 30 seconds here for game 1 of the quarterfinal against the Almsfield Croaking Frogs. If I do no ad, I'm going to take a quick break before this. Okay, so here we go. Game one between Osweiler and the Blighting Lake LPs. Quarterfinal of the Silver Surrey. We're going to start in the bottom of the first. Osweiler didn't score in the top. Hewlett at second. Pavlovich at first. Here's Vince Maggio at the plate to face Jakey May. And he walks. Bases are loaded for Don Detmer here. Detmer getting the start. Pitch from May. That's ground ball to second. The throw to first is in time, so they get out of the bases loaded jam. Four. So we're now at the top of the second, one out. Chobo Fisher on second. Mike Kingery at first. Johnny Cooney at the plate to face Zachary. Ground ball to second. And it's a great play, but Kim bobbles the transfer. Nobody out. That's now the bases loaded for Marlon Anderson. Here's a pitch from Tom Zachary. Ground ball to short. The first in time, but the run does score. It's 1-0 Osweiler. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Vince Maggio's leading off facing Jakey May. Maggio really good against left-handed pitching. Here's the pitch. That's base hit to right. So Maggio here with a leadoff double. Thought about third for some reason. Decided against it, stay at second. But he would not score, so we go to the bottom of the sixth. Don Pavlovich faced May. Don. That's base hit up the middle, so that's a single. He represents a tying run, and that brings Maggio back to the plate, who already had a hit in the fifth. Pitch to Maggio. Ground ball to second. Throw the first is in time. 2 away. That brings Don Detmer. Detmer can tie this game with a base hit. May still dealing here. Pitch from May. Pops him up. Kim makes the catch. It's still 1-0 Frogs as we the bottom of the seventh. Still 1-0. J.K. May still pitching. Dave Nielsen at pitch Nielsen. That's a great catch from Kim. Get out of the inning. Still 1-0 as we head to the top of the eighth. Tom Zachary still in the game. It's a 1-0 pitching duel here between the Croaking Frogs and the LPs. Here's the pitch from Tom Zachary. Fly ball to left. Base hit. Base hit for Kim. Brings up Bobby Bonds. Pitch to Bonds. That's a base hit to the left center field gap. 1 run will score. Bonds heading for second. He is safe. Now 2-0 Croaking Frogs as we head to the bottom of the eighth. Stall. Pitch to Stall. That's base hit to right. And it gets by the right fielder, so Stall heading for second. Safe. As it's not, they ruled it a hit. Looks like an error from here. Here's Don at the plate to face Knowles. Knowles in now for the. Here's the pitch from Daryl Knowles. That's fly ball left center field. That's high. It's deep and it's gone. The comeback kids come through again. 2-run homer from Don Pavlovich. Now 2-2. We're still in the bottom of the eighth. That brings up Vince DiMaggio to face Daryl. Pitch from Knowles. Ground ball to short. Throw time to get out of the inning. The LP's tied up in the bottom of the eighth with runs off the home run. Pavlovich heading to the ninth. Mike Kingery will lead off. Zachary will stay in this game. Here's the pitch from Zachary. High ball to right. Bonds there. Makes a catch. Or James makes a catch. 2 away. Here's Marlon Anderson to face Tom Zachary. Zachary looking to get out of the top of the ninth here. Here's the pitch from Zachary. Fly ball to center. It should be easy for DiMaggio. Get out of the top of the inning. Still 2-2. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. Zachary's went 9 innings. Showboat Fisher, the man of the tournament, pinch hitting here. Bottom of the ninth to face Austin Adams, who's known to walk a few guys. Pitch from Adams. That's a base hit to left. Showboat Fisher picking up right where he left off with his first name. He's hitting over 500 in this tournament. Brings Larry Gardner to plate. Fisher representing the go-ahead run over at first. Pitch from Gardner. And to bunt. To throw the second in Fisher's out. Well played by Castillo. What a way. That brings Deion James box to face Adams. Here's the pitch from Austin Adams. That's a fly ball to left. It'll be caught. Ingrid makes the catch. Now it's 2 out. And Dave Nielsen's at the plate. Adams strikes out Nielsen on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Goes to bonus baseball here. It's tied at 2. Tom Zachary will stay in this game to face Wellington Castillo. Pitch to Castillo. Ground ball to short. Kim with a great play. What away. Never mind. Jake Stahl decided he wanted to not hold on to the ball. Replay rules it an error and stays on first. So that brings Hassan Kim to the plate. Pitch to Kim. And it's a bunt. Throw the second in time. So they got the lead runner. Great play. Nielsen. That brings up Bob Baylor, 1 out. Bob Baylor, pure pinch hitting. No, he's been in this game the whole time. Pitch from Baylor. That's a fly ball left. No doubter. 4-2. Cooking Frogs on the home. Ouch. Zachary probably went in a little too long here. Here's the pitch to Herbeck. That's a fly ball to left, and it's back-to-back home runs, and it's now 5-2. Guys, need to take out Zachary. Then we go to the bottom of the 10th, last chance. Jake Stahl to plate to face Adams. Adams somehow made more than 4 batters. Ground ball to third, throws in time. Osfield wins 5-2. The first loss. Bonnie Lake in this tournament. Got 2 minutes here for a deciding game. Auto adds so here we go. Last chance. Do or die now for the Bonnie Lake LPs. It's the Croaking Frogs did pull it out here in the 10th inning. Despite Zachary's 10 innings of pitching, but he gave up the back-to-back homers in the 10th for the loss. Valiant effort from Zachary. Here we are, just do or die game for the LP. You're in the quarterfinal. Okay, so here we go. Deciding game between Bonnie Lake and the Croaking Frogs. All right, so here, top of the first, Jake Stull at the plate, 2 out. The 0-2 pitch from Swindell. On the mound for the Croaking Frogs. That's a line shot, the left to right center off the car sign in right center field. Stull heading for third. So the third is not a time. So triple for Stull. That brings up Mitch Garver. Full count to Swindell. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to left, and it's through for a base hit. Stahl scores. Garver with the RBI single, and Bonnie Lake jumps up 1-0 here in the first. So we go to the top of the second. Jobo Fisher at second. Bobby Bonds at third. Bill Sweeney at the box to face Swindell. Pitch from Swindell, and he walks him. Now the bases are loaded with 2 out, and Hewlett is at the plate. Here pitch to Hewlett. Strikes out swinging. Dear Lord. Here we go. Go to the bottom of the second after the bases loaded jam. It's nothing. John Mayberry's at the plate to face Jesse Hahn. Here's the pitch from Hahn. Fly ball to right. Hahn with a. Oh boy, this is not looking good as it's now tied on the Croaking Frogs home run from John Mayberry. We go to the top of the third. Big stall at first. Mitch Garver at the plate. Here's the pitch to Garver. Ground ball to second. Throw the seconds in time, and they get the 4-6-3 to double up Garver. They get out of that inning. Go to the top of the fourth. They'll still managing the lineup pretty well, facing Don Pableton. Here's the pitch. The fly ball to left field. It is high. It's way deep. It is gone. Home run number 2 for Don Pavlovich in this tournament, and it's now 2-1 Bonnie Lake. Then we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-1 Bonnie Lake. Showboat Fisher at the plate. Just on pitching. Matt Kemp over at third base. 2-2. And he strikes him out with the sinker. The 89-mile-an-hour sinker. Didn't like the call from Showboat. Either way, 2-way. Here comes Tim Hewlett. Pitch from Hahn. Ground ball to short, and it's through for a base hit. Tie game. Oh, this is not good. We're still in the bottom of the fourth. 1 runs in. Mayberry's now at first. Dick Green at the plate. Here's the pitch from Hahn. Fly ball to center field. Get out of the inning. Thank goodness. Go to the top of the fifth. It's tied at 2. So we go to the top of the fifth, 2 out. Jake Stull and Mitch Garver. What do you know? Trying to carry this team to game 3 here. Here's the pitch from Swindell. Someone forgot to tell Jake Stull that he is not Chase Utley. He is thrown out, and they get out of the inning. Go to the top of the 6th. Vince DiMaggio at the plate. 1 away. Pitch. Fly ball to left field. It's high, it's deep, and it's no doubt. Home run. Vince DiMaggio's first home run of the postseason. And once again, Bonnie Lake pulls out to a 3-2 lead on the home run from DiMaggio. We're still in the top of the 6th. There's only 1 out. Ha-Seong Kim is at the plate. Here's the pitch to Kim. And that's a base hit through the wickets of the shortstop. So now there's runners at first and second. Bobby Bonds, who's been struggling, is at the plate. Pitch to Bobby Bonds. That's a fly ball. There is no doubt about that one. Run jack for Bobby Bonds. Welcome back to the tournament. His second home run. Now 6-2 Bonnie Lake. They score 4 in the 6th. Now we're in the top of the 7th. Lloyd Allen has mercifully entered the game for the Croaking Frogs. Here's the pitch to Vince DiMaggio. And there's number 2. Oh, What a shot from DiMaggio. Solo shot. Now 7-2 LPs. So they would add two more. It's now 9-2. We're in the top of the ninth. There's nobody out. Tom Pavlitich is at second. Son Kim is at first. Bobby Bonds, who homered earlier, at the plate to face Britt Burns. Pitch. Fly ball to right field. Does this have enough carry? It does. Bobby Bonds' second home run of the game. And it's now 12-2 LPs in game two. Fast forward to bottom of the ninth, last chance. Mike Timble looking to close this merciful game out. Mayberry at second. Bob Baylor at the plate. Pitch. And he pops him up. This should be an easy catch for the third baseman. Makes the catch. We are going to a deciding game here. The 12-2 victory over the Croaking Frogs. So I'm at an ad that I have to take. Otherwise, it will come through. Take the ad here. Take a break and be right. Okay, so here we go. Deciding game between Bonnie Lake LPs and the Osville Croaking Frogs. Coming down the pipe at any time now. And here we go. Usually it's not a good box. hate saying that, boxing. It means one thing and one thing only. Let's hope I'm wrong. You guys start in the bottom of the second. Mitch Garber's at the plate to face Halicki. Here's the pitch from Halicki. Fly ball to right field. It's high, it's deep, and it's way out of here. And the LPs jump out 1-0 on the home run from Garber. So Moyer pitching. Top of the third. Hassan Kim at the plate. Dick Green is at second. Here's the pitch. That's a base hit to left. Throw home is not in time. It's tied up. So we go to the bottom of the fourth, 1-1. Ed Halicki pitching to Hassan Kim. Jake Stahl's at second. Mitch Garber's at first base. Here's a pitch from Halicki. He pops him up. In foul territory. Get out of the inning. Still tied at 1. With that, we go to the top of the seventh. Bobby Bonds leading off against Jamie Moyer. Here's the pitch to Bobby Bonds. And that is a leadoff home run. It's 2-1 Croaking Frogs. We're still in the top of the seventh, and Kent Herbeck is now at second. Dick Green's at the plate to face Moyer. Pitch from Moyer. That's a base hit to right. Runner looking to score. The throw home is cut off. And they take a 3-1 lead. Go to the bottom of the seventh. It's 3-1 Croaking Frogs. Halicki pitching to Hassan Kim. Pitch to Kim. Fly ball to center. It's a base hit. Kim with the leadoff single. Tying run. Dave Nielsen comes to the plate. 2. Strikes him out on a bad pitch. Got him fooled on the fastball. That brings up Bobby Bonds. Kim at second base. Here's the pitch for Sandy Kutzberga. Entered the game for the Croaking Frogs. It's a fly ball to center. Kemp makes the grab. Play. That brings Vince DiMaggio to the plate here. DiMaggio representing the tying run. Pitch to DiMaggio. That is a base hit to center. Runner should score. It's 3-2. Croaking Frogs here in the bottom of the seventh. That will bring Bill Sweeney to the plate. Sweeney facing Kutzberga, representing the go-ahead run. Pitch. Fly ball to left. An easy catch, and it is. Get out of it. But they cut into the lead with the run. It's 3-2. Now on the top of the eighth, nobody out. Trouble here. Kim at second, Baylor at first. Fothergill up. It's Moyer. That's a base hit to left. Runner looking to score. Thinks about it, changes his mind. Is now bases loaded, nobody out for Bobby Bonds. Pitch to Bobby Bonds. Ground ball. Throw home's in time. Throw the first. Not in time. But there's one out. They got the lead runner. That brings Kent Herbeck to the plate. Pitch to Herbeck with the infield in. Fly ball to center. This should score a run. Maggio makes a catch. The throw home is cut off. 4-2 Croaking Frogs. Head to the bottom of the eighth. It's 4-2. Larry Gardner's at the plate. 2 out here. Pitch. That's base hit up the middle. Garner with the single, try to keep it alive. That brings Mitch Garver to the plate. Here's the 3-1. Blocks him. So now there's runners at first and second. The go-ahead runner's on. That brings Hassan Kim to the plate. Here's the pitch to Kim. He pops him up. Wait for the short. And they get nothing. So it's still 4-2 hitting to the bottom of the ninth. Dave Nielsen leading off. Here's the pitch to Dave Nielsen. Blocks him. So that puts the go-ahead runner on. That's Bobby Bonds. Face Austin Adams. It's a pitch to Adams. From Adams. And they turn the 6-4-3. Last chance, Vince DiMaggio facing Austin Adams. It's not a great matchup for DiMaggio. Pitch from Adams. Fly ball to left. And this seems to be it. And it is. Osmiel moves on to the semifinal with a 4-2 victory over the LPs. So, it's fun while it lasted. We got to the quarterfinal. Not bad for not being in there for a couple days. Winnipeg against Osmiel. Puget Sound Giant Pacific Octopi against the Alpha Rays. Do have a couple of perfect drafts, I believe. Draft here. I believe that is on the packs only, so we'll go into the packs only. We'll start with a daily meeting about more meetings, as it's up in about 4 hours here. So here we go. See what we can do in this draft. McCann. Griffin. Dickey. I prefer Dickey in this situation. How are they defensively? Can's a better defender. It's between those two. Cy Young's home run suppression. It's in Coolray. Oh, it's at Smith's. Yeah, we need a better hitter. So Dickey. I'm gonna prefer Bill Dickey here. We'll pick him. Ooh. So Mason Wynn plays everywhere. And is a decent pitcher. Granted, he has no control. Mike Greenwell, Ichiro Suzuki, Sterling Marte. So it's really between Greenwell, Mason Wynn. It's really hard to look over Mason Wynn's ability. I'm going to go with Mason Wynn. Another tournament edition, Gabby Carafe. Decent card, Bryce Lewis, who also can play everywhere and is the better hitter. I will take him over Gabby. So I need a pitcher. I have 2 shortstops. Mason Wynn, Bryce Lewis. Bryce Lewis, you're going to move to second base. Mike Maddox. There is Terry Mulholland. That was the case I'd have took Cy Young. That is it. Really don't like anything out of that. So let's go with those two. Klesko. I like that Klesko card. Burnett walks people. This is where it gets tough. Next, Carey can defend, but he's not the great hitter. Carl Crawford, remember right, is better versus righties in each field. All right, so Not a lot of options. How about Elmo? And he can hit if needed. We'll go with him. I do need pitching. Hargrove plays first base. He's contact hitter. Buddy Bell can play third and short. Dustin May starting. That's a fielder. Holy crap. I think I'm gonna prefer Buddy Bell because he can play third and he's a guy that can get on base. But that fielder's 169 power is hard to look over. All right, on to Silver. Devannon. Flyer. Hymek is not great. Austin Adams is Austin Adams. Really isn't anybody else that stands out here. So Blyer and Devannon still need starting pitching. And still need a starting pitch. Casimir. Sure. I think Casimir is good enough. At least he'll not give up homers to lefties. Daewon So? I guess. That's those two. That makes it 4. Garbowitz. That helps depth. And this is where it gets Well, Gladding doesn't give up home runs. So I'll get Gladding. Hopefully we can find bronze hitters that can hit. And we do. Jerry Harrison. And not really much else. I mean, the Rudy York, maybe. We'll go with Stan Bumgarner, though, because we need another pitcher. That's our 5th starter. Dimitri Young. At least you could move him around. Actually, we're going to go with the better eye in Carlos Santana. We'll go with Santana. Also fills the catcher if needed. And bullpen wise, we can add Cooper Criswell to the bullpen. A left. Dixie Walker can play left field. Okay. Max Garrison, I mean, you're the best option out of a bad lot. Now 5 cards. Kelly. Or Davis. At least you can hit. Sewell. There we go. We'll go with those 5. All right, so that takes care of that. All right, so we'll do the daily bagels. All right, so we're gonna do this draft. We're gonna get some sleep, and then I'll just be back up for PTCS in the morning. I think it's just better off that way. One card. Shane D. Nope. There's Ellie. There's Darvish, Edmonds, Posey. There's Shane Dees. I'll go with Ellie. That is a decision. That's Ellis Burks. Ching. God, good God Almighty. Go with Sinju 2. Right fielder. Let's see if we can find starters here. Yeah, so Vito will come. Darling. Let's do that. Maddox. Mentors. So okay. Finally. Left fielders we can work with. Silver said we can work with here. Thornton and Parrish. Tinning's okay. I don't think I'm gonna get much better. Saltamakia can play catcher. Those are the two best options there. Buddy Roll can be the other catcher. Garbowitz, done. Not a whole lot of options. We'll just go with those two. Jones. He will be the fourth outfielder. Hell of a fourth outfielder. Isabel. Right. I need 3 pitchers minimum. Got a catcher. That's probably not going to be the greatest team. So what I'm gonna do, I might see what I got in this pack. Trying to see what franchise is doing because I'm gonna send somebody his way. Ooh, Jared Jones, not bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you guys over the franchise. Send you over there. All right, so I'm gonna send everybody over the franchise. He's gonna do a PTCS roster. I'll be back in roughly 4 hours and stream then. It's just probably for the best. Once again, guys, thank you. I'll be back tomorrow for PTCS so we can get our first round exit of